All right, peace. All right, this is gonna be a little quick video. I want to explain the law of the true law of attraction, which is the law of magnetism. So, to break down magnetism, we first have to think about this idea of duality, right? So, yin and yang. So, electricity is the yang of the duality. Magnetism is the yin, right? So if we think about yin, what does yin kind of represent? The inner, the inner world, the going within, right? The subconscious, for example, another word to call it, right? So when it comes to thoughts and things that you want to bring into existence, right? In order for you to attract it, attraction means the pulling of something towards the center, right? A black hole has gravity. It pulls things to the center. So you want to think of yourself in your mind as a black hole. You want to think of yourself as the original or the origin or the point of no return, the point where everything exists but cannot escape. It's infinity. You see what I'm saying? So in order for you to essentially attract things into your life, you want to have the mentality of being still. You want to be still. You want to be like the trees in the forest. There's a great poem. I don't know. I forgot the exact words of it, but it goes along something like this. When in the forest, the trees stand still. When you do not know where you are, stand still. The trees know where they are, stand still. The forest know where the trees are, stand still. So you want to stand still. You want to be patient. You want to be precise and poised in your thoughts. You want to have very specific and focused and directed thoughts with what exactly you want to manifest and what you want to actually make a reality. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius people are stubborn in what they know, or so-called stuck in their ways, because of the fact they know what they know. So once you know what you know, you're hell-bent on a thought. You're hell-bent on this philosophy or this way of life or this way of thinking or this way of doing something. So you have a certain way that you go about it, but it's fixed. You know what I'm saying? So you want to take that Aquarian energy and be fixed on what the fuck you want, what type of change you would like to create in the world or in the environment around you. Because at the end of the day, everything is wavelengths and particles. You know what I'm saying? Everything exists but doesn't exist at the same time. So you wanna look at everything from the perspective of it's not even outside of you. It's all up here. The only difference is you're magnifying it. You're magnifying it. Keyword magnifying the thought to actually make it present. Because a thought just functions as a wavelength. You feel me? A thought is literally a wavelength within the electromagnetic field in which you encompass. So when you put those thoughts out, you're putting wavelengths or a signal out into the known universe or into the environment for it to morph itself into the proton or the particle or atom that it eventually becomes when you show up to said destination, or when you get the opportunity. It has already materialized for it to be there for you. So unbeknownst to you, it went from a wavelength to a particle unbeknownst to you. And if you look at quantum mechanics and quantum theory, a particle can exist in two places at the same time. A particle can be a wavelength and a wavelength can be a particle. They're interchangeable. The reason why they're interchangeable is because of the fact that it is nothing exists. Nothing exists from where you are at right now. The only reason everything exists from where you leave to where you go is because it materializes before you get there. You never been to You never been to these places before. And even if you've been to these places before, it's a thought. It's in your mind. So it's like you don't even know if it exists or it doesn't exist anymore. You don't know. You don't know. You have no evidence to suggest that. And even if you pick up a phone or someone FaceTimes you, how do you know that what you're looking at is real? It's just an image. You can't really know. You don't even know if I'm real right now. You're just looking at your phone and thinking that you're having a conversation with me, or you looking at me, when literally at the end of the day, you just having a conversation, or it's just you talking to yourself right now. I'm just you talking to you right now. I'm your consciousness talking, your subconscious talking to you right now. But you don't know if I'm real or not. I could, anything, like this video gonna end and I'm gonna go about my day. You know what I'm saying? Like from my perception, but you don't know that. You don't know that timeline. You don't know that. You have no evidence to prove whatever you are thinking. These are just thoughts. Like, they just thoughts. That's why they say thoughts are not your own, because at the end of the day, they are your own, but it's like you can choose to either keep them or and materialize them, or you can just allow them to just become air and just become a thought. It could just be a thought. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. You know what I'm saying? So you could play around with it to understand like the physics behind wavelengths and how wavelengths materialize into particles, and then particles turn into atoms, and then whole objects, and then whole realities. You know what I'm saying? So it can go from a thought or some type of holographic image or, you know, idea, and actually become a physical thing that you can touch. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Matrix, like everything materialize, like you plug back into the Matrix and then everything just materializes, like everything just shows up and it's just there. It's weird, you know what I'm saying? But it's like that's particle duality, I believe it's called. You know, if you want even more scientific evidence to prove what I'm saying, look up the split experiment, where a particle literally knew it was being observed and it literally disappeared. It knew it was being observed and it disappeared. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. It knew it was being observed. So that's like you being in the place that you're not supposed to be in, to observe the universe. Like you're observing the universe as it's forming. But it doesn't want you to see it, because it doesn't want you to see it because it's like it's like Scorpios. You ever met a Scorpio and like they don't show you everything, but they show you just enough to keep you occupied. They keep you there, but they don't really show you their true colors until after the fact. The universe don't work that way. The universe works in a way, it's like it doesn't want you to see it. Like it doesn't want you to know. That's why people in high power, like Freemasons and, you know, the Jews and stuff like that, like they create these paradigms for society to where now you have to live in it because you choose to live in it. You know what I'm saying? So you choose to create this reality. So you're creating the thoughts to create the reality. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's interesting, you know? But yeah, man, this is like a little quick video. I just wanted to explain, you know, in practical, everyday life, how to use the law of magnetism, which is the true law of attraction. It's like, yeah, you could do things, go out and do things, but you also have to be very patient. You wanna think about the thoughts as you're doing it. Like I'll give you an example, right? Like say you want a car. Say you want a car. Now, you got to get very, very specific about what type of car you want. Like, say you want say you want a Benz. Say you want a Benz, right? So you looking at it like, all right, I gotta go to work and get this money. No, scratch that. Think about it. No. You wanna think about the type of Benz that you want. You wanna know around the year, and if you want to even get more specific, say the year, think about the year, look up the year, research the year, research the color, know what it looks like, know what the exterior and the interior looks like, know the horsepower, know that is a V6 or a V8 or whatever year or whatever model that you want to get. Know exactly what the fuck you want and what it looks like. Like, you have to know. Like, if someone was to come and ask you, yo, explain what's the like the mechs on a G6. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be able to come and say that. Like, you need to know. Like, me personally, I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me. But, you know, if you really wanted that car, you would know everything about that car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would know what to do, how to do it. You know, you would research it. You would learn it. You would keep it in the back of your mind, but keep it you would anchor it in your fucking mind. You would anchor it as like a thought of like, this is, I'm like, yeah, whatever, but this is this is what's really what's driving me right now. You feel me? So then, boom, you like, all right, cool. So now you need to know the price. So now you know the price. So that now you know the price, it's like, all right, cool. I don't have to worry about how I'm gonna get it. Matter of fact, I don't even gotta worry about when I'm gonna get it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta figure out how you gonna get it. It's not a matter of when. The when doesn't matter. The when is gonna come. The when is just a matter of timing. Timing is very, very important when it comes to things materializing, because sometimes people get frustrated with the fact that certain shit take time, and it's like, you got to understand, this thought that you're trying to create, it takes time. Like, it really do. Like, and then you also got to think about the fact, like, maybe that car is not meant for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you're not supposed to get a Benz. Maybe you're supposed to get a fucking Lexus, or maybe you're supposed to get like a, you know what I'm saying, like a nice ass Honda. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, like, there are other alternatives that would fit your overall scheme better than just a momentary desire. You know what I'm saying? Because we can like, our ego can confuse desires with what we truly need to aspire for. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, instead of trying to get a Benz, go finance a fucking Nissan Altima, a nice ass Nissan Altima, or a Honda. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, this car is your car. This car is yours, and it's reliable, and you have everything set up to where now, even in the moment, you done fulfilled. God gave you what you really deserve, which was a car. But you got what you really deserve, which was a good, long-lasting car, possibly because of what you've seen in the past, what you experienced in the past. Like, shit will play out in that way to where it's like, you may not get exactly what you want, but you got what you deserve. And that's what God do. God give you what you deserve. God don't give you what you want. That's why I've always said in previous, like, I think I said it in my last video, you would be praying for $20, and God will give you more circumstances where you need that $20. Or you'll feel like, you'll be like, damn, I need to talk to somebody, and you'll really feel like you really do need to talk to somebody, and you'll be put in more situations to where you feel like you need to talk to somebody, but then the whole point of the matter is that you don't need to talk to anybody. Like, you really don't. A lot of your issues you can really figure out yourself. You can get counsel from people, but you really know the answers yourself, and that's where society fucks up at. That's why society is fucked up in the way it is. It's like, we know the answers. We know why shit is fucked up the way it's fucked up. We know who's really controlling shit and really doing the things that they're doing. But we choose not to to accept the fact that these things are a reality. Like, these things are here. So why would you keep avoiding them if they are a reality? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm making this video, to help someone out there maybe be able to concentrate their thoughts or concentrate your forces. Like, you need to be very, very direct and very, very poised and focused on what you're trying to achieve. You can't let nothing deteriorate you, because things will come along and try to throw you astray, or, you know what I'm saying? You need to keep that thought you need to constantly magnify that thought. You need to generate the thought. You need to operate the thought. And then when the thought becomes a reality, it's destroyed. It's not a thought anymore. It's a reality. Like, this shit is reality. Like, this shit is nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit, you could touch it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit was a thought before. Now I can actually, like, touch it. Like, it's here. It's a particle. It's an atom. It's a physical thing. But at one point, it was a wavelength. You know, it was a wavelength functioning like this. And then the more I gave it power, the more, you know, I gave it feeling and emotion and thought. And I just sat there and had and kind of ushered in this Piscean energy of like, all right, I'm thinking about this shit. I'm thinking about this shit. I'm thinking about this shit. I'm imagining it. I'm creating these grand illusions in my mind, but they're very poised and directed thoughts about what I overall want. And it's like, I'm telling you, you're gonna get it every time. But you kind of have to just do it. Like, you kind of have to just do it. Like, you can't really think about faith and God. Like, you got to kind of look at yourself as God, as the creator, creating these experiences, bro, because these experiences are already meant for you to be had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really where it come from at the end of the day. So, you know, that was the video on law of magnetism. You know, like and subscribe, you know, share the videos and shit like that. Show people, you know, show this video to somebody that overthinks. Like, this video is for people that overthink. This video is for people that, like, they always trying to blame the external. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but it's like, get your shit together. Like, it's not the external, nigga. It's you. Like, that, like, no matter what your circumstance is, after a certain point of realization of knowing that you're here, you can make conscious decisions. Your decisions create your reality. So don't blame nobody else. Don't blame the external realm for what the fuck you're going through. At the end of the day, you gotta still take accountability, because it's your shit. This is your creation. What type of nigga are you or woman are you to sit here and abandon your creation or abandon your child? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like that, because it's like, this shit, like, it's delicate. Like, life is delicate. Like, the wrong mistake, or, you know what I'm saying, this and this, and you'll lose everything that you worked hard for when you have things to lose or you have things to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's important to think about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the law of magnetism is so important, because you have to train your mind to be patient. You have to train your mind to be poised and to think rather than react. Like, you have to train your mind to think rather than and to be meditative rather than to be reactive to external things that may or may not happen. Like, it may or may not happen at the end of the day. Like, that thing that you talking about, like, the reality of what you thinking may happen may or may not happen. So, but it may or may not happen, but all you can do is do what you need to do and have a fixed and poised mentality about what you want to create. Even though you know in the back of your mind, it may or may not happen. Because anything is possible. Anything is possible. You don't know what can happen. You don't know what type of blessing that you could find by thinking that you want this, but getting directed to this instead. Like, that's why people in the Christian community, they'll sit here and say, like, you know, like they got instances where like God came up, like they wanted something and God came along and gave them something better. But it's like whole time they don't, most people don't even know like what's happening there. Like, you don't even know what's happening there. So it's like you're going to attest it to something higher to yourself, when at the end of the day, you probably not even studying yourself or studying your own consciousness to see how it's operating and how the world is forming as my mind is establishing itself everywhere it goes, or even where it's at, you know? Yeah, man. But that was the video, Law of Magnetism, y'all. Like and subscribe, share the videos with somebody that probably gonna need this video. And, you know, stay aware. Like, stay aware of yourself, stay aware of your surroundings, you know, but stay aware of yourself though too. And, you know, be you, you know, do what you have to do. And, you know, I will be dropping another video soon. I told you I was going to get a little bit more consistent with it, you know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, I know that y'all really liked the Divine Unity video. So I'm going to start, you know, giving a little bit more of, being a little bit more practical and grounded in terms of the consistency, because I know, you know, these videos do kind of shed a different perspective, or kind of shine a light on a different level of thinking that, you know, can really, you know, change someone's perspective, you know. So and I see it in real time. So that's why I say, you know, I'm very appreciative of, you know, my ancestors. I'm appreciative to, you know, the ones that are in my personal life. I'm appreciative to y'all that, you know, watch these videos, because these videos gonna stay up here for the end of time. You know, my consciousness is already uploaded into these videos. So even past ascension, I'm still gonna be here. This information never gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all playing a part in that, so then other people beyond us can look at this information and it can be a norm. Like, it can be a norm to know at 7, 8 years old how to meditate, how to look at the world around you and look at it as a reflection of yourself, and how to have, and we can also learn from the children how to have that childlike innocence to be able to create just so innocently, because we know nothing really matters, you know, you're just having fun, you know. That's really all it come down to. That's why every time I'm doing a video, I'm always smiling, because I'm just having fun with this shit. Like, life is fun. Life is interesting. Life is such a beautiful thing to experience and to see up close and personal. That is like, for you to take it for granted is almost a disrespect to you and to everyone else that came before you, that got you here to begin with, you know. So, you know, peace and abundance. Love y'all, and y'all take care of yourselves. Peace, peace.